Can you see my screen?
Now feel my
Ritesh, can you see my screen?
Yes, yes. Your voice is very low. We cannot hear you very properly.
Okay, how is my voice now? Is it better?
No, very low. Let me try rejoining. It could be an issue on my end.
Yeah, no, sorry, I increased my speaker, but let me see if my microphone is less. I think, yeah, your speaker volume may be little less because Ramesh Prabhu, can you hear my voice? Ramesh?
Okay, I've rejoined. Can you speak something?
Okay. How is my voice now? Is it better?
It's
Yeah.
clear. It's clear. Clear.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, nice.
I think it was an issue on my end. It's very
Okay.
clear now.
We'll sit here. Can you see full screen or you just see like half screen?
No, full screen. We able to see.
Yeah, full.
Roj.
Okay. Okay, so we'll start here. We'll start with the prayers. And ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरौ श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभैर्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone to our first chapter discussion of Bhagavad Gita. So as you can see on this slide, the first 6 chapters are Karma Yoga, which is learn to work. The second 6 chapters, 7 to 12, is for Krishna, which is Bhakti Yoga. And third section is Jnana Yoga, which is what knowledge you should have while living in this world, how to balance work, how to balance Krishna, what is goodness, what is passion, what is ignorance, what is right, what is wrong for us. So that is covered in the third section. As you see in the picture, Krishna is there, beautiful Krishna, blue colored Krishna with lotus eyes and effulgence coming out of his body, and nice 4 horses are there. Arjuna is there. So Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, and Arjuna is a householder. He has family, he has wife Subhadra, he has children Abhimanyu. He's a man of occupation like all of us. So Bhagavad Gita is very relevant to us. We are the target audience of Bhagavad Gita, because if you see in the society, if you see the Varnashram Dharma, there is brahmacharis who are celibate monks, there is grahastha ashram who are married couples, they have kids, and they give rise to other children. So grahastha ashram is the epicenter of all other ashrams, from which brahmacharis come, from which other ashrams emerge. So, and then you have vanaprastha. So after, in the Vedic system, after you are like kids are married, then you basically start giving up material duties and start focusing more on the spiritual side of the aspect. And then the 4th ashram is sannyas. Sannyas is total renunciation. So Arjuna is a grihastha like all of us. So Bhagavad Gita doesn't teach us to give up our work. Bhagavad Gita teaches us how to engage in spirituality while doing our work. While doing our work, how can we remember Krishna? Because all of us have to work, right? Whatever is our hobbies, occupation. Good, thank you. You bring light to our group.
You want to see the slide, Shilpi?
Whoever want to see the slide can sit here because the downstairs room is occupied. So you can sit from here and yeah.
In the back.
Back पीछे बैठ सकते हैं.
नेक्स्ट वीक आनंद मेला के लिए तो हर एक एरिया ऑक्यूपाइड होगी.
Yeah.
Nowhere we can do.
So this slide depicts Krishna, Arjuna, and on the flag, who is there? Hanumanji. Hanumanji helped to Lord Ram. Your question. So Karun Prabhu is doing very nice and question answer session on the group. Everybody is so happy. So just like Lord Ram became victorious with the help of Hanuman, so Arjuna is sure to become victorious because Hanumanji is there. Hanumanji ki jai.
Yeah.
So Hanumanji is there. So wherever Hanumanji is there, there is victory. So let's go to the first verse of this Bhagavad Gita, first chapter. So you can chant with me. Dhritarashtra Uvacha
Dhritarashtra
Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre
Kshetre Kurukshetre
Samaveta Yuyutsavaha
Samveta
Mamaka Pandavaschaiva Kim Kurvata Sanjaya.
Sanjaya.
Dhritarashtra is asking. Dhritarashtra is blind, not only physically by his eyes, but by spiritual knowledge also he is blind because he is very greedy, envious of Pandus. He says, he asks who? Sanjay. Sanjay is the disciple of Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva, his guru, gives him special vision through which he can actually see what's happening in the battlefield while sitting in the palace. So he's asking, Dhritarashtra is asking Sanjay, Dharma Kshetra Kurukshetra, in the land of pilgrimage known as Kurukshetra, which is near Delhi, like 200 kilometers. Samaveta Yuyutsava, everybody assembled, Samaveta, Yuyutsava. Yuyutsava means desiring to fight. Sanskrit word also is Yuyutsava, which has been derived from this. Sanskrit is the mother of all languages. So there is a Japanese word also, Yuyutsu. Mamaka Pandavacha, my sons and the sons of Pandu. So here is making a distinction. Actually they are cousins, right? They are his sons of his brother, so he should not make a distinction. But he's saying my sons and the sons of Pandu. He should have said all our sons. But here he's making distinction. Kim akurvata? What did they do? So why is he asking this question? Suppose somebody I put in front of you nice thali with rasgulla, gulab jamun, rasmalai, everything, and then I ask him that,
Sorry.
yeah, that what did he do? Isn't this strange? He will obviously, what will he do?
Yes, but-
He will eat only. So he's asking this question. Isn't it strange why he's asking this question? The reason why he's asking this question is because the answer is given in this chapter, in this verse, Dharma Kshetra, because Kurukshetra is the land of Dharma, where Krishna is present. And he's thinking, oh, maybe because of the effect of the place of pilgrimage, because pious things have been done. So maybe the minds of my sons, Duryodhan, will change and they will probably settle with Pandavas. That, okay, we will not fight, we will just, settle among ourselves. So therefore he's asking this question. Because he's greedy, he wanted the full kingdom, everything he wants. He's very envious. So he's desirous, he's doubtful, he's fearful, and he's hopeful. These are the reasons that he's asking. So we'll go a little fast. Is it okay?
Yeah.
You can read. Yeah, you can read also. It is coming. Okay, nice. So first lesson we already covered there. So second lesson is being on God's side is million times superior to one's own political diplomacy and material expertise. So Duryodhana is not on God's side. Duryodhana is very much a diplomat, and also he has a lot of expertise. He has accumulated a huge army. He has 11 Akshahoni and Arjuna has 7 Akshahoni, 7:11 ratio. And he was very confident that I'll win the war. Narayani Sena he took from Krishna. You know how he took it. But he was on the side of Adharma. Similar to like the monkey army of Lord Ram. Monkeys didn't have sophisticated weapons like, javelins or swords or bows and arrows. They will just throw boulders and tree barks and then with their claws they will fight. But Rava's army, they had all the sophisticated weapons and everything. But yet they lost because Lord Ram's army knew that yes, we are on the side of Dharma. Ravana did something wrong. He did illegally kidnap the wife of Lord Ram. So these soldiers are very much charged, very enthusiastic. So if you are on the side of Dharma, you will be very confident, you will be very enthusiastic. So if we are on God's Krishna's side, then we should be fearless and we should be happy. And Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that I will protect, what you have and I'll give you what you lack. So Krishna gives that assurance. Kaunteya pratijanehi name bhaktya prashati. Krishna tells Arjuna, declare boldly, my dear Arjuna, that my devotee never perishes. So now continuing here. In the second verse, what happens? You can see in the picture, Duryodhan, he approaches his teacher. Who is the teacher of Duryodhan? Dronacharya, right? And he says to Duryodhan, Pashyatam Pandu Putranam Acharya Mahatam Chamum Vyulam Drupada Putrena Tava Shishyena Dhimata. What this means is Duryodhan is a very big diplomat. He's finding the fault is of his own teacher, Dronacharya. How is he finding? He said that Drishtadumna, who was your student, he's on the side of Pandavas. You have taught him. And yet he's on the other side. He's basically diplomatically finding the fault of his own teacher. And then what he does is, first he starts with pointing out various fighters on the side of Pandavas. And who's the first fighter he points out? Can anyone guess? Who is he most fearful of? Any guesses?
Arjuna?
No? One more? Bhima, yes. Why? Because Bhim took a vow. I'll break his janga. Because he asked Draupadi to sit on that. I'll drink his blood. I will kill him. I vow. Right? Bhima is so voracious. He eats so much and he's so angry. Bhima is not an ordinary person, When Mother Kunti used to cook, more than half the part Bhima will eat. Other half part everybody else will eat. So Bhima is very, very strong and very, very, anger personified.
Draupadi also washed her hair with his blood, right?
Yes, after he was killed, yeah, that was there, yeah. She took a vow, right? And until I do that, I will not tie my hairs. So yeah, Bhima is there. So Mahabharata is so beautiful, so many things are happening here. Romance, adventure, violence, politics. Whatever you find in movies, much more is happening here. No need to watch movies. You can just watch Mahabharata. So he's pointing out the warriors on the side of Pandavas. Bhima is there. He's saying Arjuna is there. Second name he gives is Arjuna because Arjuna is a very great archer, right? The best archer in the world. He would practice day and night. Dhananjaya. Atra sura maheshwasa Bhimarjun samayudhi yuyudhano viratascha drupadascha maharatha. Yuyudhano, when Arjun went inside to kill Jayadratha, Yuyudhan actually made space for him to go. So Yuyudhan is on their side. Virat, the king Virat, whose daughter, King Virat, he wanted his daughter to be married to Arjuna. Arjuna said, I cannot marry her because I taught her music. A student cannot marry a teacher. That was the culture in olden days, And he said, if you want to marry her with my son Abhimanyu. So she got ultimately married to Abhimanyu. Drupadascha Maharata. Who is Drupad? The father of Draupadi. Father of Draupadi, right? And then there was also a fight between, that is another story. Drupad and Dronacharya. They were enemies. Does anyone know why?
Yeah. Because I think Drupad got arrogance because he got everything, something like that happened, and
Yeah.
Dronacharya asked something, I think some
Yes.
share in.
Mata, you would like to speak?
For what, Prabhuji?
Dronacharya and Drupad?
They were good friends, very
Yes.
good friends. And one point, Drupad became the king.
King.
And then when Dronacharya just went to him just to ask, like he promised, if I become king, I will give you my half kingdom.
Yes.
That promise was made. So he went for to ask him for to keep up his promise, not because he was greedy of the kingdom, because he think if he doesn't keep the promise, he was doing the unpious activity. He will accumulate the bad karma. So his intention was good for his friend, but when he went to Dronacharya, the Dronacharya was insulted by Drupad, saying like, you are a Brahmana, you can't be like a Kshatriya. We can definitely give you some dan and diksha. And he took a vow that I will take away everything from you.
Yes.
And he trained Arjuna and Pandavas, and they asked him the Guru Dakshina, and they really got the Guru Dakshina. So that's the enmity.
And then
which
also he
happened.
did a fire sacrifice in which Drishtadyumna was born. He's the brother of Draupadi. Drishtadyumna just so that he can conquer over the. No, sorry.
So what happened once he trained Arjuna
Yeah.
to get the kingdom, they won the kingdom for Dronacharya. But Dronacharya said, I will still give you half because you did not keep the promise.
Yeah.
I will keep my promise. That was very insulting to Drupada. He did a fire sacrifice from which Draupadi came, and the sacrifice was like, I want the son who will kill Dronacharya. It was a very clear. So then this fire sacrifice, the son came, and that
His
was
name
the
was
death
Drishtadyumna.
of Dronacharya. So it was all designed in a way like Draupadi will marry. So everything was planned.
Yeah.
I have watched every version of Mahabharata in whether it was B.R. Chopra's, whether it was New Krishna, like there are several Mahabharata.
Yeah.
I like watching.
We also watched a lot during COVID. So that's how I know a lot.
Nice. Thank you for sharing that.
Very nice.
Drishtaketus Chekitana, Kashirajascha Viryavan, Purujit Kunti Bhojascha, Saibhyascha Narapungon. There are also great heroic powerful fighters like Drishtaketu, Chekitana, Kasiraj, Purujit, Kunti Bhojan, Shaibhya. So all these are fighters that is still describing on the side of Pandavas. So who was Drishtaketu? So it is given in the slides. Drishtaketu was the son of Shishupal. We know Shishupal, right? He was envious of Krishna. But Drishtaketu was on the side of Pandavas. Chekitana also was there. He was a Maharathi. So Maharathi means who can kill single-handedly lot of other soldiers. Yodha is one who can kill 1-to-1, one soldier. Ardha Yodha is one who need assistant. So you decide who you are. Anyone Maharathi here? Yodha. I think Ritesh is a Maharathi. Kashi Raj was the was the king of Kashi. He fought on the side of Pandavas. Kashi is, Kashi, right? Banaras. Purojit and Kunti Bhoja were brothers of Kunti. Who is the other brother of Kunti? Any guesses? Kunti was the Bua of Krishna. Who's the father of Krishna? Abhi Janmashtami aa rahi. Come on. We are doing
Vasudev?
this. Huh? Yes, thank you, Vasudev. Who's
Vasudev.
that? Ritesh.
Ritesh.
Yeah, thank you, Ritesh. Vasudev. Right? Janmashtami just coming around the corner, so we should have little knowledge about Krishna. You know? Krishna was born in the jail.
Devaki Vasudev.
Devaki Vasudev. Imagine we are born in nice air-conditioned ICUs. Krishna is teaching us that there is challenges in this world at every step. Even he was born in jail. Saibya, who was Saibya? He was the father-in-law of Maharaj Yudhishthir. So we only know Yudhishthir's wife was Draupadi, but there was another wife of Yudhishthir, Devika. She was also married to Yudhishthir. So continuing further, but for your information of best of Brahmana, so still Duryodhana is still speaking to Dronacharya, his guru, teacher. Let me tell you about the captains who are especially qualified to lead my military force. So who is on his side? First he names Bhishma because he's the most powerful. Dradavrata. He's like nobody could defeat actually Bhishma. He's Ganga Putra Bhishma. Right? He's not an ordinary personality. He's a grandfather. He took a vrat, as we know, that I will not marry. Right? So Bhishma. And then he was, in the end, when he was defeated, he was lying on the bed of arrows. And then he spoke so much of knowledge to the Pandavas, to Yudhishthir and everybody. Hare Krishna. He spoke all that knowledge, how to rule the kingdom and everything. And he was just waiting for the time, Uttarayana, for the time when Krishna can come. So as soon as Krishna came to him, he spoke, he left his body. So he was a great devotee of the Lord, but he was just on the other side, just to show that if you're not on the side of Krishna, whoever you are, even if you're the best of best devotees, you cannot be successful in life. So even when we are devotees, sometimes we have to understand whether we really love Krishna, whether I am fully surrendered to Krishna or not. That is a little advanced topic. But Duryodhana is saying that Bhishma, Karna, Kripa, Ashwathama, Vikarna, and the sons of Somadatta called Bhurishrava, who are always victorious. So these are great warriors on my side. So he starts with Bhishma. Ashwathama is the son of Dronacharya. Yes. What's the name, bro? Manu. And then he says there are many other heroes who are prepared to lay down their lives for my sake. So when he says this, it can also be understood in other way, that all the Duryodhana army is going to be killed, right? Other heroes who are prepared to lay, that means they will be anyways be killed. All of them are well equipped with different kind of weapons and all are experienced in military sciences, right? So there were so many different kind of weapons used that time. It was like air weapons, water weapons. We only know fire weapons, but there are different kind of sound weapons are also there. So they used to invoke all these weapons, by chanting some special mantras or, other ways. And now science is discovering, these different kind of weapons which were already there. And then he says, our strength is immeasurable and we are perfectly protected by grandfather Bhishma, whereas the strength of Pandavas carefully protected by Bhima is limited. So he's just comparing and giving everyone like motivation that our strength is more. So next lesson is, where there is Krishna, there is victory. So this is the next section of the first chapter, verse 12 to 19. Wherever there is Krishna, yatra yogeshwara Krishna, yatra yogeshwara Krishna, yatra partha dhanurdhara, tatra shri vijaya bhuti dhruva niti matir mama. Wherever there is Krishna, the supreme lord of mystics, and wherever there is Arjuna, there is victory, there is opulence, and there is all morality. So now after Duryodhana described the armies on both sides, the focus shifted on Bhishma Dev blowing his conch shell. So he blows the conch shell in text 12 and 13. And then in next verse 14, Krishna and Arjun, they blow their conch shell. But the words used in the shloka is Divya Shankha. So Krishna and Arjuna's shloka is Divya, like transcendental. It's not ordinary. I think that was also there. What is the name of Krishna's conch shell?
Panchajan.
Huh?
Panchajan.
Panchajanya. And Arjuna's Devadatta. Panchajanya Rishikesho Devdatta Dhananjaya. Dhananjaya means the name of Arjuna. How did he get the name Dhananjaya? Dhananjan. He conquered a kingdom and acquired wealth because his brother wanted to do a fire sacrifice. He won the wealth. That's why his name is Dhananjaya. So these are the different consuls of Pandava warriors. Krishna is Panchajanya, Arjun, Devdatta, Yudhishthira, Ananta Vijaya, Bhima, Pondra, Nakula's is Sughosha, and Sahadev's is Mani Pushpaka. These are the names. And just by hearing the sound of this consul, Kuru's heart shattered. But by hearing the consul of other party, Pandava's heart didn't shatter. So that is the difference. So next, 15th verses. Lord Krishna blew his conch shell called Panchajanya. Arjuna blew, so it's the same thing I was talking. Bhima, the voracious eater and performer of Herculean tasks, blew his terrific conch shell called Pondra. So Bhima, he killed Hidamba also, demon, right? And he eats so much. Therefore, he's called voracious eater and Herculean tasks. He can do so many great tasks. He's very, very powerful. And then different conch shells shattered the hearts of the sons of Dhritarashtra. And at that time, Arjun, the son of Pandu, seated on the chariot bearing the flag marked with Hanuman, took up his bow and prepared to shoot his arrow. O king, after looking at the sons of Dhritarashtra drawn in military phalanx, Arjuna then spoke to Krishna these words. So, Hanumanji's presence is here on the chariot. So, next section is verse 27 to 40. So, total 46 verses are there in the first chapter. First chapter is also called setting the scene. How the scene is being set for speaking the Bhagavad Gita. It's how Krishna gives this knowledge in the battlefield. Why did the great hero and Krishna devotee Arjuna put his bow down, refusing to fight? So this question will be answered. So first, Arjuna took up his bow and prepared to shoot arrows. So first he was ready to fight. And then what he said, he asked Krishna to please take the chariot in between the two armies. Arjuna said, "O infallible one, Achyuta, please draw my chariot between the two armies." Infallible. Krishna is infallible. Achyuta, why? Because Krishna never does any mistake in following the instructions of his devotees. Whatever the devotee desires, Krishna will fulfill them. That's why it's called Achyuta. He is infallible. And then the Lord then drew the chariot between the two armies at the request of Arjuna. Why is Arjuna called Gulakesha? Gulakesha means Gulaka Isha, who has conquered ignorance. So Arjuna, so one ignorance is out of knowledge. Lack of knowledge is ignorance. So he has all the knowledge. He's a devotee of the Lord. Therefore, he has all the knowledge. And second is, he has also conquered his sleep. Therefore, he is named Gulakesha. And then Arjuna starts seeing all the relatives, Matran, Pitran, Guru, and so many uncles, relatives. He's seeing in front of him that they are ready to fight with him. Yeah, so this is the meaning of Achyuta. Never fails in affection, does not hesitate to carry out the order, and his supreme position was unchallenged.
You said Gulakesha, right?
Gulakesha, yeah. So Krishna is Bhakta Vatsal. He never misses to render some service to the devotee. See, although in the battlefield, being a charioteer is very, very, difficult, because how do you tell the person sitting behind you, like whether you have to stop, so the person will hit you on the back, left, right, So he's taking the kicks of Arjuna just for the happiness of Arjuna. So he's become the driver. Generally, in countries like India, if somebody is a driver, it's not seen a very great position. America is okay. In India, if somebody is a driver, you sit in the back seat, right? That you are having a superior position. So, Tan Samiksha Sakaunteya. So Arjuna becomes very overwhelmed. Why does he become? Sarva Bandhuna Vistita. All the bandhus, all his friends and relatives are standing there. Kripaya Pariyavastito. And then he gets very compassionate. Arjuna gets very compassionate. Who can get compassionate? Who's good-hearted, nice-hearted person? Duryodhana didn't get compassionate because he was envious. He said, okay, let me kill everybody. Let me become the king. I'll take the Rajya, I'll take the wealth, I'll take the fame, everything. But he's compassionate. That is the sign of a devotee. Vishidan idam abravit. Vishidan means he's lamenting. And then he's saying idam abravit. Abravit means spoke. Now Arjuna is lamenting. Oh, after having seen so many, relatives, how can I fight with them? He becomes overwhelmed and then he spoke these words. Arjuna avacha. Then Arjuna says, he says, my dear Krishna, seeing my friends and relatives in such a fighting spirit, I cannot fight. My limbs of my body are trembling. The hairs on my body are standing. And my mouth is drying up. My whole body is trembling. And my Gandiva bow, it is slipping out of my hand. My skin is burning. I am unable to stand any longer. I am forgetting myself. And I can only see cause of my misfortune. So he's giving all these expressions that he's having. Now, in the following verses, he actually gives the reasons why he doesn't want to fight. And for each reason, actually, Krishna gives the answer in the second chapter. Gita Sar, contents of Gita summarize. The next chapter we'll discuss next time whenever we meet. So, what are the reasons Arjuna is giving? He didn't want you to fight. First is compassion for friends and relatives. He's compassionate. Vaishnav jan to tene kahiye pir parai jane jo. So he's very compassionate. Oh, these people will be killed just for my, greed or whatever. I want to become the king. I don't want that. No enjoyment, even if victorious. Even if I win the kingdom, how will I enjoy? Because all my friends and relatives will die. Who will I enjoy with? Third reason is fear of sinful reaction. So he's thinking, oh, because I'll be responsible for killing so many people, like crores of soldiers are there, I will get sinful reaction. So, but actually it is said in the scriptures, Manu Smriti, on which our constitution is formed, that there are 6 kind of aggressors. First aggressor is one who tries to put fire in your house to kill you, right? Second is one who tries to poison you. Third, one who tries to take away your wealth or riches. Fourth is one who tries to take away your land or property. Fifth is who tries to kidnap the wife, right? And there is one more category. Sixth, I'm forgetting the 6th category. So these, if you kill these aggressors, then there is no loss or harm. But all of these things, I mean, Arjuna was still considering, oh, I should not do that. These are the saintly qualities, but he's a Kshatriya. He has to fight. He's a Kshatriya. He should do his duty. But since he is a saintly person, he is thinking all these things. So that is the third reason. And then destruction of family tradition. How is the destruction of family traditions? Yes, I think we'll discuss those in detail later. Destruction of family tradition and indecision. These are the reasons. Following slides we'll discuss in detail. He said, "Na cha shreyon anupashyami hatva sa janam ahave na kangshi vijayam Krishna na cha rajyam sukhani." I do not want rajyam Krishna. Rajyam won't give me sukhani or happiness. No pleasure without relatives. Second reason. I don't want it. And then third, if we slay such aggressors, atataya, sin will overcome us. The greedy men see no fault, but we see, because Duryodhan may not see this thing, that, what harm will it cause, killing of so many people, but we can at least see this, so we should stop fighting. And then destruction of the dynasty, Kul Shay. What happens if the destruction of dynasty happens? Suppose there is a family, right? And all the elder people are coming to fight. If elder people are killed in a family, what is the responsibility of elder people? To give spiritual knowledge to the other youngers, right? Their descendants, like sons or grandsons. Like our family, what happens? They do, okay, how to do puja, how to read Bhagavad Gita. They will teach it like our mothers and grandfathers. But if they are not there, they will not learn anything. And if they don't learn anything, they won't do any spiritual practices. And one of the spiritual practices is giving pindadan to the forefathers. If they don't give that pindadan to the what is pind? It is just, food you cook, offer to Krishna. So that becomes prasadam. And then you offer that prasadam or pind to the forefathers. And when they accept that food, they elevate from whichever planet is, suppose they are in hellish planet, they will come up, or whichever, if they are in higher planet, they will go much higher. So it gives benefit to the forefathers. So they are not there, who will do all these offerings? Like Pitr Paksh is there, Pitr, the people have Pitr dosh or all those things. So Pindadan. So Kula, so Adharma will increase. Family traditions will stop. And then second he says, Pradushanti Kulastriya means Pradushanti means polluted. Kulastriya, women will become polluted because there will be no men to protect women. And if women become polluted, then what will happen? The progeny, that the children, that will nobody to take care of the children, right? What will happen? Unwanted progeny will be there by mixture of caste, Varna Shankara. So that will happen. So he's thinking of so many sociological, psychological, economical, different reasons. He's giving so many reasons why we should not fight. Arjuna is telling. He's saying community projects and family welfare activities are destroyed, and forefathers will fall down because they won't be offered pinda. So, Hare Krishna. And then finally, this is the last verse where Sanjay is saying that only a kind, soft-hearted, and non-violent person like Arjuna is fit to receive self-knowledge. So he's speaking of Arjuna, he's giving the qualification that how we can understand. So first chapter, we think there is nothing, but in first chapter, there's so many lessons. One of the lessons we already saw before, but one of the most important lesson is a kind, soft-hearted, and non-violent person like Arjuna is fit to receive self-knowledge. And Srila Prabhupada explains that if we are not non-violent, suppose we want to kill animals, that accumulates pap, right? That accumulates karma for us. We cannot understand spiritual life. We cannot understand Krishna. Or if we are not following other principles like, intoxication or illicit relationships or meat eating or gambling, then that all these activities will actually accumulate sin for us, and we cannot progress in our spiritual life. We have to keep suffering. We accumulate more and more sin. And basically, if you see all these, when you go out, you see all these billboards, here, billboards. Like in India, we call those hoardings. Hoardings, you see, like some woman is half naked, or there is a advertisement of intoxication. What is that?
Smoke.
The pan masala is like this.
Yeah.
What is that?
Vimal.
So, Vimal. They're coming with new styles. Oh, good.
Ajay Devgan does that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they say after eating that, dunya will be in your feet.
In your feet, yes.
How
You will be very happy. And
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. That's a very good thing. If you do this, you'll be the happiest person in the world. How will you become happy if you get cancer? You don't understand that. Intoxication, gambling, these casinos. As soon as you enter Las Vegas, we are driving from San Diego to Las Vegas. As soon as you enter, there's a big casino that welcomes you. I mean, the city is full of casinos, gambling. And all these hoardings of, they're full of these 4 illicit activities like meat eating, gambling, and other things. Yeah, exactly. So as if, they're very great activities. As if you do it, you will become very cool or very great. So only a soft, kind-hearted, and non-violent person like Arjuna is fit to receive self-knowledge. So that is one of the qualifications how we can understand the Bhagavad Gita. And later, actually, in the chapters of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna describes the qualities of a devotee who is dear to him. Sthita Pragya, there is a whole chapter of Sthita Pragya. So there is a head of the stock exchange in India. I think his name is Ashish. He actually wrote a book, Sthita Pragya. So he writes about his journey in the stock market, how he derived lessons from the Bhagavad Gita that he used in the stock market. That book he named as Sthita Pragya. So yeah, these are some of the qualities that are there. And other qualities are also given in Srimad Bhagavatam scripture that Krishna is speaking about being tolerant, being patient, being kind-hearted. So these are qualities which are dear to the Lord. So when we have those qualities, then we can actually understand Krishna. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also says that being tolerant and being respecting others and don't expect respect for ourselves, only then we can chant the holy name of Krishna. Because in Kali Yuga, it is a ocean of faults. Everybody is ready to fight. It's an age of hypocrisy and quarrel. So how do we continue to focus on our spiritual life? That formula is given there.
So how, just one question. So if you're always being respectful to others and people who don't understand all of this, okay, so they usually they mock you, right? They mock at you mostly, and they disrespect you in some or the other way. So how do you, become so tolerant of all this? Sometimes you get, you have anguish about all this, that people are making fun of you if you're being,
You can mock at them, give them mala and say, let's see if we can chant one round of Ma Mantra.
I can't.
I mean, see, that's the thing. Whatever is wrong today, people think that is right.
That's
Whatever is right, people think wrong.
Mm.
When I came to America, everybody from India was calling, oh, are you going to the club? Are you drinking? Are you doing this? You're in America, enjoy. I said, what? Am I here to do all these things? People think this is the right thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah, still, that's why I asked,
So-
because you just mentioned about Las Vegas, right?
Yeah.
So, I have my friends here, so they make this like very big, as if they are missing on something. You've heard this FOMO, fear of missing
Yeah,
out?
yeah, yeah.
So there is one friend of mine, she lives here only. So she's like, I always have FOMO, I have to go to Las Vegas, I have to do that, do this. Like, what's there? What is all this? I mean, what is there? So she wants to go to casino and do all of that, which you just mentioned. So and when I say I don't want to do it, she would start कि कैसी है मतलब कैसी है तू है मतलब ऐसे कैसे है तू मतलब इतना कंटेंट कैसे है इतने कम मतलब ये सब क्यों नहीं है तेरे अंदर कहने का मतलब है उसमें है और इसमें क्यों नहीं है so sometimes I can't make her understand so and
Actually, you can go to Vegas. We also went to Vegas,
हाँ,
but don't drink. And
Yeah, we
instead of
also went.
mocktails,
it's not about
you can
the-
go to mocktails
हाँ,
and all that stuff. You can enjoy. There are shows and circus and all that.
Yeah, like when you enter those casinos, the hotels outside, the decoration is pretty good.
It's
Yeah,
good.
it was
You
nice.
can go. The hotel itself has casinos.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can see the people, what they are doing.
it's
Then
not
you
about
can
see,
make
I
it.
am not
We're
opposed
talking about the friends, how to deal with the friends, how to answer them.
oppose going to Vegas. I'm not
Okay.
saying, but there are people who are totally into it. They want to booze. They want to play like everything, like especially roulette. They talk about roulette most of the time. They want to play roulette. I mean, they don't want to whatever you're saying. They want to do all the wrong things, like toxic things. They want to do this. And when I don't want to do this, I'm not opposed going there. So it's
You have to take a stand somewhere, right? You have to tell them, hey, this is my life. They will respect you if you are honest and have integrity. I don't do these things. They will respect you.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
I don't.
Everybody has choice. See, in America also they give respect to your choices, right? You say this is my like in my office. I say, oh, I am a vegan, so they respect me. Okay, you are a vegan. We'll order something vegan for you. So
No, but Indian ladies are not like that. They'll interfere in your life because my friends are like that from India, like who live here. They will like keep on asking me, how can you be like that? Keep on every time I meet them, they're like that. I'm like,
you can ask them, how are you like that? You can ask the reverse.
"You repeat this question."
You say it's my life. I want to live like that.
Yeah.
It's my choice. Krishna is giving everybody free will.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do, it's okay.
Uh-huh.
It's your life.
And sometimes when they're frustrated with their life, then they'll compliment me.
Exactly. That's what I said. Yeah.
I'm envious of you. How can you
Yeah.
be so clear?
Yeah.
So sometimes they have complimented.
See, internally they know that this is the right path. This is the right way to do.
Yeah.
But they cannot control their senses.
Yeah.
They cannot avoid engaging in all these activities. Therefore,
Mm.
they are frustrated of
Mm.
themselves only.
Mm.
I follow one mantra,
Yeah.
especially during these situations.
Uh,
So, what I do is, you can put me in any situation, good, bad, sinful environment, anything. I always feel that I'm untouched by all of this. I can just be there Okay, and I can look around, experience things on, what's going on, But my soul, me, it will be completely unharmed and untouched. Maybe by God grace, I don't know.
Very nice.
But I'm just like that.
You are a
So it doesn't. No, no, not
I
because
realize
of that.
soul.
I'm just saying that they don't take over me actually.
That's
I'm
very
like,
good.
I'm like,
You should learn from him.
okay.
I lose it sometimes. एक ही बात बार-बार बोलते रहते हो।
So I keep telling her that, if people speak or say something to you, like the friends and all, just forgive them and say that, hey, those are poor people. Poor in the sense, not poor.
Yeah, that's a
Like,
good way of forgiving.
just forgive
We should be
them.
compassionate. See,
Say,
they are also
yeah,
looking for love and happiness,
yeah,
but they are
they're
finding in the wrong
That's
place.
okay.
That's the only
Yeah,
thing.
that's
you
the
know.
only thing. They're
And I
dying,
should
just
help her to
forgive
get
them.
rid. Bring them to a temple, give them some
Yeah.
prasad, try to help them.
Tried many times. They're like that. Yeah, like I've left them. It's
Yeah,
not
that
what
is
we
there.
want to do.
Then you have so many friends here.
Yeah.
She's there, and
Yeah. No, yeah, we enjoy coming.
yeah, we make
No,
more
that is
friends.
just a question. I like sometimes like you feel irritated inside. Like, why are you asking me this question every time I tell you? I
Yeah.
tell them the same thing, but they're still asking whenever I meet them.
Yeah, then you keep some distance from such.
Yeah, I
you
do
know.
that.
Yeah. Otherwise, it will waste our time.
Just forgive
Respectful
them and pray
distance,
to Krishna.
Don't think
that
bad about
forgive
them. Don't be envious or
Think bad about anybody.
yeah. Be compassionate. Feel compassion for them. Like, oh, so sorry for you.
Just pray to Krishna to take care of them. That's all. Forgive them, and they should be fine.
Nice.
I'm glad we covered this first chapter in so fast.
Yeah, this was
In
very
30
nice.
minutes. It was very power packed, no?
Yeah.
So you will have to go and read it, but we covered the whole chapter actually. So, but second chapter is little longer, so we'll break into 2 sessions.
Yeah, of course, I did not know what was happening in this room.
Oh,
I went
you
to the
do-
main hall.
Yeah, there
and
drama was happening.
Yeah, there was an act happening. I was like, oh, I'm not in the WhatsApp group. I remember the last time you mentioned.
Yeah, you can get
Yeah.
added. Yeah, somebody can
So,
share the QR.
I was not sure like where it is. I went to the library and I was like, oh, I don't know what to do now. I'll probably just read. I thought it got cancelled or something. Then I walked by and like I saw you guys. Oh, finally.
Oh, nice. Thank you, man. So you want to share something or any highlights you liked or?
Not really. Nothing specific. Yeah, I think yes. I'm here to just understand Gita more.
Okay, good.
Hmm.
So shall we chant one round or should we discuss more? What do you say? Any other questions or comments or Shiva, anything?
Yeah, I have one question. In this chapter, you mentioned that the nature of a devotee is kind, soft, and compassionate.
Compassionate, yes.
But some people, like, they're just not born with that nature.
Yes.
So, does that mean that Krishna does not want, like, they're not like in the perfect devotee category, so they're like, and without proper guidance. Like, I'm talking about a story where, like, during childhood, they did not, they had to go to some experiences, so they're not going down that path. So, like, how, in that case, how does one come back to, or is like, yeah, that's like something which is like not in your control. Like, what do you want?
Like if your nature is like being aggressive, right? If
Yeah,
you're born
like-
with that nature,
Yeah.
or something happened in the
Mhm.
past which
Yeah.
made you change the nature. Yeah.
Yeah.
So both are different things, I think. You have to look at them distinctly. Like if somebody is born with that nature, that is different. So if somebody is born with that nature, then you can still use. So there is a verse in Bhagavad Gita which talks about, Krishna says that everybody is born with their own nature.
Mhm.
So if you are born like a warrior or Kshatriya, you have to be aggressive, right? So there is nothing wrong in it.
Mhm.
You can engage that
Yeah.
also, in your occupation and still be spiritually active. So there's nothing wrong in that. So being aggressive doesn't mean you cannot be kind. You are aggressive for the right cause, for the like a policeman or a warrior. He's aggressive towards the other party. So that is okay. Yes, Arjuna was aggressive after he heard the Bhagavad Gita. He was fighting. So that is okay. But if something happened, some trauma happened or something happened in the life where things changed or whatever. So I think the idea is to focus more on what is more important for us in life rather than because of something happened, we are trying to change our nature. Maybe instead of doing that, focus on what's really important for us in life and how we grow and how we develop ourselves. So because we keep thinking of that thing, then we'll be sucked into that black hole and we cannot progress.
I think, in these cases,
Yeah.
we need some direction. That could be from friends, could be a guru, could be some well-wishers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really
one-to-one
understand and
discussion.
realize that, we should come out of that situation because
Mm.
that situation will not help at all. And the realization only will make a difference. If the person realizes, or once that person realizes, then only the change will happen. Otherwise, you can't force somebody. You can only guide
Yeah.
and be, compassionate about it with that person. It's a gradual change. It depends on how much is the damage, honestly. If the damage is great, then it will take a long time.
Yeah.
And also you mentioned Gurda Kesha, ignorance, right? Ignorance parts. Mostly people are living in ignorance.
Mm.
So if you're like aware or observant enough of your actions or of your feelings, then probably you can,
Realize soon.
yeah, sooner. That oh, that's what I'm thinking. Because sometimes the self-talks are so negative that you impact more than it is than the actual, the wrong has been done to you. So that's how I think you make changes.
In fact, we are torturing ourselves more than the world does to us. Only using our thoughts and actions or self-talk. Honestly, sometimes if you, people can do this experiment. They can go back and check. This is what it is. Mostly in most of the cases.
Ritesh, Ramesh, you have anything?
No, I'm just listening.
Okay. Okay, so I think we are done. So should we chant or we should
Probably,
leave it? We should go.
मुझे right नहीं है आपके भरोसे में
Okay, then we'll-
आपको लेके चलना है.
Anyways, everybody's chanting at home now, right? So everybody has mala, you are chanting. So
All of you come Bellevue Temple. We'll take prasadam there. You
But-
take darshan of deities, and then we can take prasadam together there.
Bellevue is how much drive from here?
25 minutes without traffic.
Oh,
20.
You live in Redmond, so you can probably come. But yeah, make it optional whoever wants to
I
come.
mean, it's your choice. You will
What is,
get them.
is there any function there?
So there is a Kalyanam. So one family, devotee family, is celebrating their 30th anniversary.
Oh, nice.
That's a common